Honestly, I have to start off by saying you genuinely are one of the most inspiring people that I've met, and in so many ways. Honestly, I say that because where you're from South London, you know, you can relate on a more personal
Yeah.
level, and then your whole story. Honestly, like I've read so much trying to follow your journey. I'm like a silent cheerleader on the other side of
Oh,
stuff.
thank you. Thank
Yeah, I'm always rooting for you, babes.
you so much.
That's fine.
Oh, mercy. Thank
No,
you so
honestly, I'm rooting for you all the time, and I think for me, I feel like speaking to you right now is so important for other people to listen to because your
much.
mindset is crazy. It's like your consistency, everything. It's so you've got this mindset of like despite whatever's going on around you, you kind of just bring this energy and it's super contagious.
Yeah.
I feel like during this panini, this
Lenny.
panoramic now, whatever you want to call it,
Panoramic.
yeah, the panoramic that we're in right now. I feel like speaking to you right now is going to really kind of infect a lot of people. You're very infectious in a good, positive way. Yeah, so I want to like some stuff like things that people may not even realize about you that I
Yeah.
want you to kind of like speak on. So I got my little notes. If you see my eyes going across here, it's because I'm just checking my notes. But yeah, I think first and foremost, I want to say a big congrats. I literally have been looking at everything you've been doing up to now.
Thank you.
The grind is real, honestly.
Okay. Thank you.
And I think the first thing I want to say is like let's be sensitive to what's going on right now. Like a lot of people are going through all kinds of different mental stages. I know you said you kind of had a little bit of anxiety. Was it last year, 2020?
Um, yeah, really badly. And I always do, but I very intensified 2020 till now.
Yeah, and I think that people can relate because of what's going on. We've never experienced
Yeah.
anything, honestly, and people, you know, unfortunately, we've got losses and stuff like that that's going on. But the reason I feel like it's really important to speak to you now is because of how many things you've had to deal with.
Yeah.
And one of the things I definitely want to touch on, if you don't know who Alakai Harley is, you must have been living under a rock, honestly, because if you have not heard Gold, like first of all, 1.2 million views on YouTube, like
Thank
I
you.
saw that, I went, what? I remember
Thank
it was
you.
like on the rise, like you know,
Yeah.
but what not a lot of people would know is that you actually dealt with a quite a big loss
Yeah.
right as you debuted. So can you speak a bit about like that side of
Wow.
it? Yeah, 'cause not a lot of people know that.
Okay, so when I think I had gold, yeah, so I released gold,
Yeah,
and I lost the love of my life actually. Like it was someone I loved very dearly. He was we split up at the time,
mm,
and but yeah, everyone just knew how much I loved this person.
yeah,
And it was right at the point where I released gold, and it was the first record that made everyone really know who I was, and
yeah,
I just everything just started going really fast, and the record got signed, but I was grieving, and there was so much going on behind the scenes, you know, in regards to that whole situation as well. But it's definitely I didn't think I was gonna make it, you know, but I was on some tunnel vision, like I couldn't even think about stuff, and but that was one of the hardest things. At that time, that was the hardest thing I'd ever gone through.
yeah.
Never,
That, it's absolutely insane.
you know what I mean, and grieving. I never felt it like that. I never. It was mad. It was mad,
That
mad.
that to me is strength because you know, I did obviously, and I've heard that you obviously dealt with loss even before that as well, you know, so you've had to kind of experience it all over again.
Yeah,
It was your dad, unfortunately,
yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah. My dad passed in 2008.
Yeah, and I'm so sorry to hear, like honestly, but you're like the phoenix, like you kind of rose from the negativity of it,
Yeah,
honestly, and I feel
always.
like that's what was your how did you where do you bring that out from? Where does that kind of this kind of go getter, no matter, you know, despite what's going on, this forward mentality that you have, like where does that come from?
It's crazy because I feel like for me, I definitely have the moments of crying, of like being on some
Yeah,
ah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, don't get twisted. Like I do all of that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
But praise God for like my friends and the people that I have around me, because I guess I don't feel like I have to always take that to socials, because there's a good foundation, you know what I mean, of people to be there for me. But
Yeah.
my thing is, I guess for me, I always felt there's purpose, isn't it? There's
Mm,
purpose, and there's power in my story as well.
yeah,
So I feel like once I do get there, and even us having a conversation now, you know what I mean, there's somebody else that's gonna watch, that's gonna go through all these things, and you know what I mean, know that it's not the end of the world. You will get through it. And also my thing has always been, as much as I can, I try to not put out the negative. You know what I'm trying to say? Because sometimes you can make other people feel hopeless, you know what I mean? So I kind of keep that the behind the scenes, you know, deal with that with my mates and stuff like that, and then be the joy that people see, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But then even so recently, I've kind of said as well, when I don't want to be on socials or whatever, I'm also going to say that too, like I'm going to have a day off and so forth. But yeah, I just felt like there's purpose and there's power in my story.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps me going. And knowing that I'm not the only person, there's like so much people that's going to go through these things, you know what I mean?
No, 100%. And again, I'll bring it back to what I was saying. That's exactly why I felt like this interview is going to be so powerful, because of your determination to push through everything despite what you're faced. And I mean, I don't know, it's exciting. I feel like let's see what you do though. Let's try copy your how you've curated this mindset. Like I've heard so many stories about like Da Vinci's crazy morning routine, or like Elon Musk, they've, you know, all the kind of like bright minds kind of thing that's successful, and they've got a morning routine. Yeah. And I myself know the first 20 minutes of your day, you've got to kind of like take control of that day. Like what's Alicaì Harley's morning routine? What do you do?
No, you want the truth.
I want to let me hear it. Is it just,
oh my gosh, do I have a morning routine? I turn around and I read the Bible. I turn around and I read the Bible. I pray before I come off my bed. And if I haven't prayed before I come off the bed, then I prayed by the time I've got to the toilet. You know, I'm having the prayer there. But that's literally how I start my morning, because I can't say I go and have breakfast and a lot of the time I skip breakfast. This is not me telling anybody to skip breakfast.
Like, skip breakfast?
No, don't skip breakfast.
Alicaì skips breakfast.
No, but like, yeah, that's something I'm working on, you know what I mean? To make sure I eat at specific times. But mainly it's my faith. My faith, honestly, is what's kept me through. All from before 2017. In everything, it's my faith, because a lot of the times I could have given up. A lot of the times I wanted to give up. There's been so much, and it's His grace alone, God's grace alone.
Amen.
So yeah, it's prayer. I get off the bed, I pray in the morning. I guess I pray. I'm trying not to jump on socials straight away, but I jump on socials, innit, after I prayed. Just to probably have communication and just get to work and figure out and do whatever the day is. But I know that my morning routine is prayer, and it has to start with a prayer and it ends with a prayer.
Yeah, 100%. And as a fellow believer, I wanted to ask you if you could speak about your baptism. Because I'm very interested in it, but I thought mine was going to be like this whole, I'm going to go to Israel and I'm going to do this big thing, and then, but it doesn't have to be all the bells and whistles and the process. It's the journey. So can you talk me through what helped?
I can. So for me, so like, as you know, like I've always been in my faith, you know, I'm slap God everywhere, like make you mad. All of that is honestly, that's literally what it is. But coming into the end of 2020, I was just like, I don't know, like I first of all, 2020 was a lot, especially coming to the end. Like for me, it was I held it. When I tell you, it was mad, but I just really held it down. And we speak on that at some point, you know, down in life, you know what I mean? Because there's so much to it. But what did happen is that God really saved me, like in that moment, and really was speaking to me. And it was like, I mean, like really, it was connected. I was connected with God differently than I've ever been before. And I knew in my spirit what I needed to do. A lot of things were more heightened as well in terms of energies and what I was feeling and what was going on and what I was seeing. And it was just a really crazy moment in a brilliant way, you know?
Yeah.
And Pastor had said to me, this is before I started even coming on the church Zoom properly and doing whatever, and you know what I mean. And he was saying, can I sing for someone that's getting baptized? Her name was Crystal.
Hey, nice.
Can I sing for her baptism? And he said this about 3 days before, and I think the baptism was supposed to be on a Saturday, and it would have been the day after Christmas. Okay. Now I was thinking, I was there. I said yeah, and then out of nowhere, like the next day, there was this thing in my spirit, and it was like, you need to get baptized as well. It was crazy, and I was just like,
yeah.
What? It was nuts, and I was just like, and I was also like really, really nervous about, and I'm there thinking I'm nervous about the fact that I've got to sing at church, but in reality, what do you mean? Have you seen me on stage?
Yeah, exactly, girl. every platform you touch, you bring this energy with you, and it's hilarious. Like, and a lot of artists are starting to like move over into TikTok. You're definitely seeing that a lot more during lockdown, and maybe it's because of the free time on our hands, but They're hilarious. So you got the comedy side of it as well. But what do you think about TikTok as a platform? Like, do you think it's changed the music industry?
Oh, has it changed it? Only to make it better though.
All these, to make, because you're seeing people doing the dances and everything, like certain songs, even the younger generation. I've got kids, they're humming tunes and all coming to me and saying, "Oh, I played this song." I don't know about that song, but it's because I heard it on TikTok and then I saw the original and I said, "Wow, how did they know that?" No, that's the original, hun. The TikTok on that,
Oh wow.
So how do you? What's your opinion of how it might have impacted it?
No, it's definitely a dope platform, and like I was saying, I think it could have only impacted it in a positive way. Well, for artists especially, and their music, because most of the time you'll find a song. I've seen it happen so much times. An artist will have a song, and they'll be thinking, "Oh, they're pushing the record too." They go over to TikTok, and when they look, they got how much people doing TikToks, do dances to their stuff. So it's like I think it's only added it in a positive way. Another. Just like how people promote their music on every other social media platform, Instagram and Twitter and so forth, and I feel like TikTok is literally another one of them, and it's really dope anyway, because I feel like everybody can create. Everybody's creating. All ages are creating. It's not even just a matter of literally. I think it's a place where you go on Instagram, and then you have people that are watching, other people but everybody tends to come and become a content creator. Nobody doesn't really come on TikTok to, "I'm gonna go watch this other person's TikTok." They're a creator themselves, so it's like you know what I mean. Yeah, and I'm sure, especially in this time as well, I'm sure TikTok has been it's been therapeutic for many people as well. You know what I mean?
Like, I think it was Vine, actually, when Vine first got released, and it was like 4-second videos or something. But I had down days, and it would be like I would scroll through Vine, and I was and I thought, how therapeutic that it's just switched my whole mind from what I was focusing on, and now I'm cracking up laughing, and I'm sure that's what.
Oh, and you know what? TikTok's not negative, is it?
No.
That's what I just realized.
Very.
It's a little fun. It's a fun world.
Yeah.
A fun world. I just proved that. But the thing is, you'll go on TikTok, and you'll be on TikTok.
What hours? The whole world can pass you by. I think I've seen memes like that. It's like by the time you look up, it's a whole different century, Which kind of ties me into the next question. One of the last sort of questions I have for you, and it was just, touching on the fact that even the way that artists have changed, maybe how they promote their music now as well, is that they're seeing that people can catch on by doing the songs through the dance and stuff like that. And I wonder, like, you 10 years, exactly. You 10 years ago, how old would you have been? 20?
I'd have been 14.
Oh, 14. So 14 years old. So that was 10 years ago. So where do you see yourself in another 10 years from now? Like, what can we expect you then?
I want to have babies.
Oh my God.
Yes. That's what I want. That's what I'm praying to the Lord for. That's all I want. Okay.
You ready?
You think I'm gonna say this and that? I'm ready for it. No, but is it healthy babies? An amazing husband. A big yard in the country, away from the world. Literally.
Wow.
I know. No, I still be communicating and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know without Alicaì. I don't want.
No, I don't know. But like, big house in the country. But then, to be fair, I really want whatever God has planned for me. Because I guess I'll still be doing the Lord's work. And I can't say I will still be doing the Lord's work. It's just so I'll be doing the Lord's work. I'll have my husband. I have kids, and hopefully I can have bear them. I don't know, maybe five at that point. If I can, is that even possible? I chop me this song. You see, come like just breed up the place. Yeah. I know.
Loads of your picnic running around like it's like that one's mine. Yeah, that one's mine. Mine. You are crazy. I could not imagine 5 little ones of you running around everywhere.
You know what I mean? That's what I want, man.
Oh, I love that. And you know what? I pray that for you. I hope you get those 5 kids in the big country house and everything.
Amen.
You deserve it. You deserve everything, because you've honestly, you're just a ray of sunshine, and you are a genuine person, and that's what more people need. Thank you so much for opening up. Thank you. I've loved you. My whole energy is just like elated now. I'm just gonna be like floating.
My energy is elated as well.
Yeah.
With you, no, because you know what I mean. Iron sharpens iron.
This is Girls I Rate.